Welcome to Mo Hunter's first gear review. I'm Mo Hunter, and I'm going to be going through and using a lot of nut and fancy terms and talking points when it comes to these gear reviews. So let's get started. Anza Knives has been producing knives since 1980, and this is the Anza Tracker. This knife comes from Anza Custom Shop, and I would say it's a semi-custom knife because it's in production, but each knife is handmade in the Anza shop. The knife is made from a 14-inch Nicholson bastard file, and the file grooves are still left on the back of the blade here, as you can or maybe not be able to see. Okay, now we're going to get into the review itself. First off is POU, philosophy of use, or simply how I see the knife being employed. I see this knife as a medium survival knife or emergency defensive tactical blade. This knife is heavy at 8.3 ounces with approximately 5-inch blade, but the weight is good and I don't mind packing it around. Now we're going to talk about the quality of the blade. The knife seems to be extremely well made. Everything about this knife is top quality, from the steel itself to the hand-done blade work. The full tang design is wrapped in a wonderfully contoured Zytel handle, and the included belt sheath is top quality leather. The blade steel used in this knife is Nicholson tool steel and has been annealed and then rehardened. Because the tool steel, it holds a very sharp edge. I've recently cut down a cedar tree with this knife, and I have not yet resharpened this knife since then, and I will show how sharp it still is. Okay. The blade shape is an aggressive upsweep, which gives the knife a very strong tip, and the blade itself is nearly a 1/4 inch thick, which is massive for its size. The thickness runs full length through the tang. This makes this knife a wonderful knife for batoning. As I stated earlier, this full tang knife, and it's wrapped in these Zytel handle blanks. There is jimping on the back of the blade here, and this is functional jimping, and it gives a sturdy hold to the knife. It also has a exposed pommel, which is great for hammering or defensive striking weapon. It also has a lanyard loop in case you choose to add a lanyard such as I have done. I chose to add this lanyard because the sheath that comes with the knife and the sheath is not bad. I am not a fan of leather sheaths, but this sheath holds the knife tightly, and I have no fear that the knife will fall out. This is why I have added the lanyard, to assist in removing the knife from the sheath. Okay, now we got the coolness factor of this knife. This is a custom knife, and with that comes a great deal of pride and ownership. It never fails that when in the outdoors with my friends, this knife draws attention and generally receives compliments. Now comes value. Being a custom knife, the Anza Tracker costs more than a production knife of its size. However, the $175 price tag is well worth it in my mind. Overall, this knife is a great choice for survival type knife or an emergency defensive fixed blade. That was my review of the Anza Tracker. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll have more videos up soon.